And welcome everybody here to YWC Thursday Night Smackdown. Tonight we're going to kick things off with a tag team matchup featuring the Princes of the Power of Positivity, The New Day. And here comes the opponents for the New Day. The team of Fandango and Tyler Breeze, otherwise known as Breezango. Now these two tag teams are obviously going to be looking for momentum to be named one of the tag teams to battle for the YWC World Tag Team titles at Night of Champions. Of course, last week, the Usos knocked off Enzo Amore and Big Cass. And here we go, we're underway. And it will be Tyler Breeze starting things off with Big E Langston. Big E Langston obviously has a power advantage over Tyler Breeze, but Tyler Breeze Fandango, very athletic, very resourceful, as there's a side Russian leg sweep and a drop of the elbow from Big E. Keep in mind too, the numbers game. Big E Langston, Kofi Kingston have Xavier Woods on the outside, who could prove a useful distraction if needed. And there's the tag. In comes Fandango. I'm certain that if he were sitting right beside me, he'd say, no, it's Fandango. But he's in the ring, not here on the commentator's booth, as Big E Langston will now fight out of the opposing corner. But there's a knee to the gut. What's Fandango going for here? Oh, instead of reversal and another side Russian leg sweep, this time to Fandango. And a huge back body drop. Big E using his power and size to his advantage. And there's an elbow drop for Fandango. And now goes to work on trying to move Fandango towards his corner. And now throws him over the top rope. Oh, and there's a forearm right to the face. Oh, and what a suplex by Fandango. That's on a huge man he did that. Tremendous show of strength. And now he'll tag in Tyler Breeze. Breeze with a go behind, and oh my goodness, almost kind of like an angle slam, another suplex there. We're seeing a lot of wrestling moves out of both these competitors. Is a kick out at one by Big E Langston. Tyler Breeze, Fandango, you can definitely tell they have been working on their wrestling repertoire. You normally don't see them go for suplexes, but that's a back body drop. And for the first time, we will see Kofi Kingston in the matchup. Now, Kofi Kingston was in action last week in a dark match against Dean Ambrose. And of course, you remember just when Dean Ambrose hit dirty deeds on Kofi Kingston, lights went out, and the Wyatt family appeared and attacked Dean Ambrose. We'll see Dean Ambrose in action later on tonight. Another suplex there by Tyler Breeze. Dean Ambrose will be taking on the Celtic Warrior Sheamus in a World Heavyweight Championship #1 contenders match. And another suplex by Tyler Breeze. We normally don't see Tyler Breeze with these kind of offensive moves, but I'm loving this right now. And oh wow, a knee right to the beautiful face of Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze might need some plastic surgery after that. And there's a takedown there on Kofi Kingston. What's he going for here? Sends Kofi into the turnbuckle. Kofi bounces right back off. Oh, and was that a thumb to the eye? That looked like that might have been a thumb to the eye. And what a move there by Kofi Kingston. Here's the pin. And there's a reversal. 1, 2, and another reversal. 1, 2, kick out, reversal. 1, 2. Oh, I thought he had him. I thought the referee's hand was coming down for 3. What an exchange of reversals right there. And Kofi Kingston sent over the top rope and onto the apron. Oh, what's Tyler Breeze going for here? What's he going for here? Is he going for a neck breaker? Neck breaker from the second rope. That could be it. Here's the pin. 1. And I think he kicked out at 1. I'm not certain. The referee not in position. Shades of last week when the referees were facing the wrong way, weren't even in shot. I think there was a conference meeting this week for the SmackDown referees telling them what to do, and apparently they haven't taken it to heart. Oh, and what a shot right there, almost like a flying crossbody from Tyler Breeze, and Fandango is pumped there on the apron. He wants a tag. And here comes a tag to both competitors. Here comes Big E. Here comes Fandango. Oh, and there's a suplex courtesy of Big E Langston. Did he make a tag to Kofi Kingston? I couldn't tell. Looked like he tried to, but I don't think he did. Sends Big E off the ropes. And a huge back body drop. And now laying in the right hands. Also still to come tonight. Oh, and there's a kick from the outside by Kofi Kingston. But also still to come tonight, another #1 contenders match. You will see the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, taking on the Mexican aristocrat, Alberto Del Rio. There's a punch to the gut, and Kofi Kingston again, still getting involved on the outside. I'm surprised the referee's allowing this, and now Big E sent into the opposing corner once again, and here comes Tyler Breeze. Sent off of the ropes. Oh, and a double flapjack there. Tremendous teamwork by Breezango. And here's a kind of almost a submission there. Very similar to the crossface. Only difference for that crossface. Oh, and a power bomb! That could be it! That could be it! Big E has the cover. But what's the referee saying? Why is... The referee, I think, was admonishing someone on the outside. There's a suplex. Referee never saw that the cover was on, that there was a cover. Oh, and here's a submission, but that's very quickly broken up. Like that was, he was pinching the nerve on the shoulder. Now he'll go for the pin. Referee's in position 1, and a kick out at 1 by Tyler Breeze. This has been a great tag team matchup right here between these two teams. And they're just trying to impress the brass right now to be able to be... Oh, Kofi Kingston just kicked his own teammate. He just kicked Big E. And here comes Fandango in off the tag. Kofi Kingston now in off the tag. As mentioned, the Usos have momentum. They have a win already last week on SmackDown. One of these two teams could have momentum too, and could very easily be named one of the teams that will battle for the YWC World Tag Team Championships at Night of Champions. And there's a side Russian leg sweep with authority, courtesy of Kofi Kingston. Here's the pin. 1, 2, and Tyler Breeze will break it up. Tyler Breeze saving the matchup for his team. And now Kofi Kingston set into the corner, and Big E, not so certain he didn't just hit his own teammate Kofi Kingston. A little payback there, as there's a beautiful move by Kofi Kingston, and he's gonna fly. That could do it. Is he gonna go for the pin? Where is he going? He's going outside. Oh, wait a minute. What is going on here? Tyler Breeze gonna cut him off and sends Kofi Kingston into the steps. Kofi Kingston into the ring steps, and now Fandango's heading out there as well. They send Kofi back in the ring. Here's Big E getting involved. He sends Tyler Breeze towards the apron. And now what's Fandango doing? Fandango now and Kofi Kingston on the outside. Oh, not on the floor. Oh, right out on the concrete floor. And Fandango very, very proud of what he just did. Oh, here comes Big E, though. Might want to watch behind you, Fandango. And here comes Tyler Breeze as well. Tyler Breeze getting involved. They're fighting on the outside. I don't know what the referee's count is at. They better get in the ring here. Break that up. Oh, Tyler Breeze sent right off our announce table, face first. And here comes Fandango, back into the ring. He and Kofi Kingston are the two legal men. And an arm breaker. Oh, what's Kofi Kingston going for? SOS! He hit it! Here's the pin! 1, 2, 3, it's over! The New Day have knocked off Breezango here tonight. What a tag team matchup that was. The New Day with a well-deserved celebration. Don't go away, folks. We've got a #1 contenders match for the YWC World Heavyweight Championship coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to YWC Thursday Night Smackdown. Getting ready for a number one contenders match in which the winner will go to Night of Champions in a fatal four-way ladder match to try and become the first ever YWC World Heavyweight Champion. And here comes Dean Ambrose, the Lunatic Fringe, to take on the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. This should be a good one. And we'll have to see how the different styles of wrestling, there's a spine buster, how they will play their part in this matchup. Dean Ambrose relies on his quickness, Sheamus on his strength as there's a belly to belly. But both of these men, when it comes down to it, they are all and out brawlers. And of course, we're going to have to see about the health of Dean Ambrose. Of course, attacked last week by the Wyatt family, was taken to the back into the trainer's room. We never really got to find out if there were any injuries at all, but he has been medically cleared for tonight's matchup. So far, two men have moved their way into the number one contenders match at Night of Champions for the World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura both ended up battling their way in last week on SmackDown. And one of these two men will join them. You know, you think about the people that have moved into the title hunt already. Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, you think more about speed and agility than you do power. What would it be if you threw Sheamus into that melting pot with his brute strength? Or how about Dean Ambrose with his unpredictability? And there's a suplex right into the top turnbuckle. And now Dean Ambrose takes down Sheamus. Of course, Dean Ambrose, when he got attacked by the Wyatt family last week, was closing in on a victory over Kofi Kingston. Sends Sheamus right off the turnbuckle. Sheamus a little loopy. And he reverses it. Dean Ambrose was going for a suplex, and Sheamus blocked in and reversed it. And look at this now. There's the brawler coming out of the Celtic Warrior. And now it looks like this may turn into an all-out fight, as now there's some kicks to the gut courtesy of Dean Ambrose, and there's a takedown. And another suplex from Sheamus. Sheamus just showing off his brute strength, and what's Dean Ambrose going for here? Whoa, kind of a go-behind swinging net breaker. That was a beautiful move. And he's going to kick it right in the face. Not a Dolph Ziggler super kick, just an all-out dirty kick to the mush. And there's a side Russian leg sweep from Sheamus. Which one of these men is going to be in the number one contenders match? Here's a submission. He could have broken his arm. Oh my goodness. That was just a nasty move. It's just contorting the arm in directions the arm is not meant to go. Here's a go behind. Looked like he was going for another suplex, but Dean Ambrose able to fight out of it and reverse it. And now begins to lay in the punches and the knife edge chops. And now we'll send Sheamus into the corner. But Sheamus reverses it, sends Dean into the corner. And there's a shoulder to the gut. And another one. And another one. And now Dean down in the corner. And brings him up off the ropes. And crashing down back first to the canvas. What's Sheamus doing here? He's getting outside. Sheamus, this is not a no DQ match. He's taking apart our announce table here. Oh, what's Dean going for here? Oh my goodness, takes him by the leg and throws him across onto the floor. And there's another kick to the face, and Sheamus's head just bounced off the concrete floor. And there's a kick to the gut. They're fighting on the outside. They got to get back in the ring. That will break up the referee's count. Dean Ambrose might be out of it. Looks a little loopy on his legs. Oh, almost took out the referee as he sends Sheamus into the corner. And now laying in the right hands. And now Dean Ambrose, what's he going for here? Tornado DDT! That could be it! Oh, I thought he was going to go for the cover, but he didn't. And, oh, what a suplex there by Sheamus. And now working again on the arm. That's the same arm that he wrenched in that move earlier. The left arm. Oh, and there's a spine buster. Beautiful spine buster. And, oh, Dean Ambrose says it's time. Ambrose, is he going to go for Dirty Deeds? Setting Sheamus up. Here he goes. Dirty Deeds. That's it. That's going to be it. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Dean Ambrose is... Oh, it was 2. I thought it was 3. How the heck did Sheamus kick out of that? I thought the referee's hand had come down at 2, but I guess Sheamus got his pasty white shoulders off the mat just in time. I don't understand how Sheamus kicked out of Dirty Deeds. And here's the cover. 1, 2, and he kick out at 2. At least on that one, it was closer to know that it wasn't a 3 count. We've had some great matchups going on here tonight already. And nice, it's just beginning. 1, 2, is this it? And Dean Ambrose kicks out at 2 once again. Oh, what's Dean going for here? Oh, there's a suplex. Will Dean go for the cover? Drags Sheamus to the center of the ring. And now turns him over. Oh, what are we going for here? Oh, we're going for a submission. Submission maneuver on Sheamus. Will Sheamus tap? Will Sheamus tap out? And Dean will release the hold. Oh, he's going for Dirty Deeds again. He's going for Dirty Deeds again. Trying to hit it a second time. Dirty Deeds. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. 1, 2. That's it. It's over. Dean Ambrose is going to Night of Champions. But it took 2 Dirty Deeds to put away the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. And Dean Ambrose will join Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura in the ladder match to be the YWC World Heavyweight Champion at Night of Champions. Still plenty more to come here on YWC Smackdown. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back, everybody, here to YWC Smackdown. We get ready for women's tag team action. The Bella Twins, Nikki and Brie, getting set to take on the newly formed team of Golden Fire. Call to me. And of course, last week we had that fatal 4-way matchup between the 4 Horsewomen, and Charlotte became the first ever YWC Women's Champion. Maybe one of these 4 women can put on a good enough show here tonight, where the top brass will maybe name them #1 contender for Charlotte's Women's Championship at Night of Champions. And there's the bell, and Summer Rae will start things off for her team right off with a drop kick. Nikki Bella starting for her team. And of course, if you haven't gotten it already, Golden Fire, of course, Summer Rae, Eva Marie, the gold part, Summer Rae. There's a DDT. And the fire part, the red-headed Eva Marie. So we'll see if this newly formulated team can take on a well-seasoned team in the Bella Twins, as Nikki Bella sent right off the turnbuckle. There's a go behind, a kick right there to the back of the knee, and a drop kick as well from Nikki. And what's Nikki going for here? Maybe going for a leg breaker. And that's the same knee that she ended up working on earlier, so trying to take out those long legs of Summer Rae, and Summer Rae going to make a tag. Nikki Bella will tag as well, so now it's Brie Bella taking on Eva Marie. Oh, and Brie just knocked Summer Rae off the apron. And there's a side Russian leg sweep from Eva Marie. And now Summer Rae back up on the apron. And a kick to the back. And, oh, it's Eva going for here. Almost, I don't even know if that was like a flying snapmare in a way. And there's an arm drag. Or hip toss, rather, not an arm drag. And now in comes Nikki Bella to take on Eva Marie. And Eva had Nikki in a headlock now. Nikki sends Eva Marie to the corner and shoulders to the gut. And Eva down in the corner. And now Nikki with a knee right to the throat. And where's Nikki going? To the outside and over the top rope, and I think she missed. I think she went for a crossbody and she missed. Eva Marie able to get out of the way in time. Oh, and there's a hard takedown. And drives her face right to the canvas. And Eva might have hurt herself there, favoring the left shoulder. As here comes Brie Bella in off the tag. Go behind. Oh, and almost a modified bulldog. And Brie's going up top. Brie with a moonsault. Oh, a beautiful moonsault right to the back of Eva Marie. Is Brie going to go for the cover? Here she goes. This could be it. Referee position 1. And a kick out at 1. Referee took his sweet old time getting there to that cover. And there's a takedown. And here's the pin. Eva Marie and a kick out at 1. Oh, and a shot right to the kidney there, right to the back, the lower back. And sends Brie off the ropes, over the top rope. Summer Rae pulled the ropes down. Brie Bella over the rope, over the top. And now Summer Rae and Brie going at it on the outside. And now Eva Marie joins the fray as well. It's a 2-on-1 situation outside the ring. Nikki now sent back into the ring. Eva Marie is the legal competitor. And now Eva will get into the ring as well, breaking up the referee's count. And there's another flying snapmare. And now drags Brie to the center of the ring. Could be going for a pin here. Here's the pin. 1, 2, kick out at 2. And it looks like Brie gonna tag in Nikki. She almost ran the referee over in the process of trying to get back to her corner. And now Nikki Bella taking on Eva Marie. And there's a shot to the back. What's she going for here? Oh, a reversal. Eva Marie definitely holding her own. Oh, what's she going for here? DDT! DDT to the canvas. Here's the pin. 1, 2. And I don't know if Brie broke it up or if Nikki kicked out, but that was only 2. Eva Marie sent over the ropes. Oh, Nikki going for a suplex. Hanging suplex brings Eva Marie right down to the canvas. Here's the cover. That could be it. 1, 2, 3. That's it. The Bella Twins knock off Golden Fire. Man, I'll tell you what, tonight's tag team action has been unbelievable, whether it's women or men in the matchup. Coming up next, it'll be another World Heavyweight Championship #1 contenders match, and then later on, the U.S. title's on the line. Apollo Crews versus Rusev. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, here to YWC Thursday Night Smackdown as we get ready for our second #1 contenders match for the YWC World Heavyweight Championship ladder match at Night of Champions. First up, the Mexican aristocrat Alberto Del Rio. I cannot roll R's to save my life. Ricardo Rodriguez, I'll leave it up to him. And Alberto Del Rio in for the fight of his life, perhaps, having to take on the Beast. As Taz would say, well, here comes the pain. And of course, accompanied by his manager and spokesman, if you will, Paul Heyman. Brock Lesnar, the Animal, the Beast Incarnate. And wait a minute, our lights have gone out here. Our lights have gone out. I don't know what's going on. The lights have suddenly gone out here in the arena. Wait a minute. That's Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman's in the ring with Brock Lesnar, and Lesnar's been busted open. And there's a suplex to Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman trying to attack to ambush Brock Lesnar. Lesnar is beaten and bloodied. I don't know what Braun's done to him. And Braun up in the air and down. Brock Lesnar being manhandled by Braun Strowman. What's this about? Brock Lesnar has been laid out by Braun Strowman. Oh, and now here's the entire Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt, Eric Rowan, Luke Harper. It's another mugging. It was Dean Ambrose last week. This week it's Brock Lesnar. Bray Wyatt has Lesnar in position. Sister Abigail. But what does this mean? What is this about? First Dean Ambrose last week, now Brock Lesnar, and Lesnar still has a matchup against Del Rio. Will he even be able to compete here tonight? Brock Lesnar laid out, beaten, bloodied. Will he be able to take on Alberto Del Rio tonight? We'll find out in a moment. But this matchup could be over already. Welcome back, everybody, here to YWC Smackdown, and during the commercial break, the doctors attending Brock Lesnar, they were able to seal up the cut on his forehead, and he says he is able to fight here tonight, so he will take on Alberto Del Rio, but you gotta wonder how much blood loss has been sustained by Brock. This could be the equalizer for Alberto Del Rio, because let's face it, in terms of power, Brock Lesnar is head and shoulders above Alberto Del Rio, as there's a neck breaker. And of course, Del Rio would love to be able to reopen that wound on the forehead. You can see him with some shots to the face. And Paul Heyman on the outside, incensed at what went down earlier. And I'm still trying to just figure this out. Brock Lesnar attacked this week. Dean Ambrose attacked last week. Oh, and there's a suplex. Brock Lesnar trying to take Alberto Del Rio to Suplex City. But what is the meaning of these attacks? And there's a belly-to-belly suplex. You know what they say, a wounded animal is even worse than an animal itself, and Brock Lesnar's definitely a wounded animal. This may not bode well for Alberto Del Rio, but Del Rio trying to hold his own here against Brock. Oh, and there's a nice takedown there on the Beast. The Beast, you can see when he gets up, he's a little groggy. I'm really not certain how the doctors has cleared him to participate in this. I don't understand. And Alberto Del Rio with some cat and mouse games here with Brock Lesnar. Suckering him out, suckering him in, and oh, and now he comes back out and he gets a shot to the face. Oh, and a clothesline right on the outside. Referee beginning the count. Neither one of these men want to get counted out, and now Brock Lesnar sent into the ring. Alberto Del Rio still needs to get in the ring, and now he'll get in the ring and break up the referee's count. So Dean Ambrose gets attacked last week. He did manage to knock off Sheamus, and he will be in the number one contenders ladder match at Night of Champions, but now what about Brock Lesnar? Oh, and Brock Lesnar back body dropped almost onto the referee's head, and there's another back body drop. And there's a suplex. You can hear them, the fans here in this arena, shouting Suplex City. And Alberto Del Rio looking for a super kick and a clothesline. Brock Lesnar might be looking to put Alberto Del Rio away quickly here now. He seems to be on a good stretch of momentum. And to be honest with you, the sooner Lesnar can finish this matchup off, the better, because the longer he goes, the more energy he exerts. And of course, with that preemptive attack by the Wyatt family, I don't think his stamina is nearly as good as it would be. And now comes outside the ring, does a little showboating here. Oh, and back body dropped right onto the hard concrete. That padding does not offer much of a cushion. Paul Heyman might want to back up a little bit. He'll be right in the middle of this. And oh my goodness, what a right hand by Lesnar. And Del Rio now a little bit groggy. And what's Lesnar doing here? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. A fall-away slam on the outside. And now, oh my goodness, what a reversal there by Alberto Del Rio. Almost a kind of a modified power bomb, but he landed Lesnar right on his noggin. Here's the cover, 1, and a kick out at 1. Gonna have to do a lot more than that if you're gonna put away this beast. And what's Alberto going for here? No, instead of reversal, takedown. And Lesnar maybe has Alberto in where he wants him, and now Del Rio sends Lesnar over the top, and there's a forearm shot to the face. Lesnar back in, and Del Rio sends him over the top again. And another forearm shot. Maybe Del Rio sends him over again. Maybe Del Rio thinks that he's got a better chance of evening the playing field if he has Lesnar on the outside. Neck breaker off the second rope. Paul Heyman screaming at his client. He knows what's at stake, and there's another neck breaker. Alberto Del Rio using his quickness, his agility to try and beat Brock Lesnar. I guarantee you that in a ladder match, Alberto Del Rio, a former Money in the Bank winner, would definitely be a favorite heading into that kind of a matchup. Oh, there's a Kimura lock, but Alberto Del Rio, his leg was under the rope, and so the break was forced. But Lesnar had the Kimura lock in on Alberto, and here's a cross arm breaker. This is Alberto Del Rio's finishing maneuver, and Lesnar has it in. Oh, looking for a reversal. I thought he was going to maybe try and pin Lesnar, but Lesnar was able to get up, and there's a suplex. Lesnar looking as strong as ever despite the preemptive attack by the Wyatts. Here's the pin. 1, and a kick out. Kick out at 1. Sends Del Rio into the corner. Del Rio, the back of his head bouncing off the turnbuckle. And it looks like maybe a thumb to the eye. Del Rio trying to get back in this. Oh no, Lesnar! Lesnar sends him right down to the canvas. Here's the pin. Shoots the half. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Del Rio hanging tough. What's Lesnar going to go for here? Oh, just completely just manhandles Del Rio. Throws him across the ring. And now, oh, what a shot right under the jaw. That could have been a knockout punch. And another shot. And a knee to the gut. Del Rio trying to fight back. And now a exchange of blocked right hands. And there's a, well, I don't know what you'd call that. That was like a little mini suplex. Oh, what's Lesnar going for here? Backbreaker across the leg. Still holding on. Another backbreaker. Lesnar could be closing in on the victory very quickly here. Laying in left hands. Del Rio, I think, has been busted open. Del Rio has been busted open now. How apropos. Oh, and another fall-away slam. Brock Lesnar was busted open at the hands of the Wyatts, namely Braun Strowman, and now Del Rio has been busted open. And there's a suplex. Continues the hold. Another suplex. He's going for the trifecta. Another suplex. Del Rio is beaten and bloodied. Here's the cover. 1, 2. 3, it's over! Brock Lesnar is headed to Night of Champions! Brock Lesnar, despite an attack by the Wyatt family, battles through and beats Alberto Del Rio. He will join Shinsuke Nakamura, Sami Zayn, and Dean Ambrose in the World Heavyweight Championship Fatal 4-Way at Night of Champions. Up next, folks, a title is on the line. Apollo Crews defends his United States Championship against Rusev. That's our main event, and it's coming up next. Welcome back to SmackDown, everybody, as we get ready for our first title defense on SmackDown. Apollo Crews winning a 6-man over-the-top battle royal last week to become the first ever YWC United States champion. But he's about to go up against a man who was technically never eliminated. And if you tuned into last week's SmackDown, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Rusev going through the ring in a glitch and was eliminated, but not legally eliminated. And so therefore, offered an opportunity here tonight to go one-on-one with the champion Apollo Crews. And as stated, this will be the first title defense here on SmackDown. And whoever comes out of this matchup as the champion, whether it be Crews, whether it be Rusev, they will defend that United States Championship again next week on SmackDown. And here we go. The bell is sounded and we're underway. Apollo Crews was able to win an over-the-top battle royal last week. This week, it's all about pinfall or submission. For Apollo Crews, he's going to have to use his quickness to be able to beat Rusev. For Rusev, he's got to use his strength. And there's a suplex courtesy of Apollo Crews, bringing up the big man. Apollo Crews is not a little man either. Apollo Crews has got some pretty good strength. So this should be a very interesting matchup in terms of power and agility. Rusev himself, for a big man, very agile. Oh, what a throw by Apollo Crews. And there's a slam. Huge power slam by Apollo Crews, very quickly getting the upper hand on Rusev out of the gate. For Apollo Crews, many people wondering if this is just a flash in the pan. A lucky strike last week. But Crews trying to prove those naysayers wrong. And of course, Rusev, who hates America, would love to be able to win the title and shove it all in the face of the American public that show up here on SmackDown every week. And Rusev has Apollo Crews up. What's he going for here? Sends him right off into the turnbuckle. Literally threw him into the corner upside down. Oh, Crews with a go behind. And oh, brings him down for an inverted atomic drop. And now there's an elbow, a flying elbow, and a kick up by Apollo Crews. Crews is fired up. What's Rusev going for here? Almost like a headbutt to the shoulder. And there's a back body drop. Rusev going for something there. Crews fights out of it, and there's another overhead suplex. And now drags Rusev to the center of the ring. Going for the pin. Could this be it? No, the Rusev kicks out even before the referee's hand came down for one. And Rusev with a knee to the gut. Oh, with a go behind. Crews might be going for another suplex, but Rusev's able to fight out. Goes for a clothesline. Crews ducks under it, and there's a kick to the gut. Rusev tries to send Crews into the corner, follows it up with a big splash. And Crews is down, crashing to the canvas. And there's a throw into the corner. Overhead suplex into the corner. Rusev kick to the gut. And now Crews with a headlock on Rusev. And a punch right to the nose. And now a clothesline or shoulder tackle, one or the other. Oh, a rake of the eyes by Rusev, and there's an overhead suplex of his own. Both these men's styles showing so much similarity here in this matchup. Oh, Apollo Crews, what's he going for here? Just throws Rusev across the ring, and now brings him up, and Rusev gonna fight out of whatever Crews was going for. Uh-oh, Crews caught Rusev, and a clothesline. Now turns him over. Could be going for some kind of a submission. He is going for a submission. Will Rusev tap? Will Rusev tap out? And no, Crews releases the hold. Oh, looked for a drop kick. Rusev able to sidestep. And a side Russian leg sweep by Apollo Crews. And now sends Rusev into the corner. Rusev crumbles to the mat. Oh, and a drop kick. Drop kick while Rusev was down to his knees. A drop kick sending Rusev again back into the turnbuckle. Oh, and a kick to the gut. Rusev, what's Rusev going for? Oh, there's a roll up. One. And a kick out at one. Apollo Crews using his quickness right there. Sends Rusev into the turnbuckle. Oh, Rusev trying to fight out. It looked like he was going for maybe a suplex. Oh, there's an overhead toss again by Apollo Crews. And Apollo Crews, what's he going for here? He might be going for his finishing maneuver. No, but an overhead suplex by Rusev. Both of these competitors exchanging back and forth. And a clothesline by Apollo Crews. Rusev is woozy. Here it comes, Apollo Crews, back body drop. And now Crews calling for it. Here it goes, a spine buster right down to the canvas. And now brings Rusev up. Holding Rusev up into the air. And brings him crashing down to the canvas. Here comes the pin. Will this be it? 1, 2, kick out at 2. Rusev kicks out at 2. Oh, and Crews going for the, oh, he goes for it. The spinning suplex. 1, 2, 3, it's over. Apollo Crews successfully defends his title. So now the big question. Apollo Crews, who will his next opponent be next week? But it doesn't matter. He's survived at least 2 weeks as United States Champion. And I'm sorry, folks, but there's something I gotta get off my chest. Excuse me, may I have your attention, please? No offense to you, Apollo Crews. Congratulations on your United States Championship title defense, but there is something that I do need to get off my chest, and so, if you will allow me, I'm going to address it right now. Now, in the past couple of weeks, this week included, there have been preemptive and, shall I say, unnecessary attacks on YWC Smackdown talent. And while the reason for this is unknown, the well-being of YWC superstars more often than not falls into the responsibility of myself, the commissioner. And so therefore I feel it is important here tonight for me to take this in hand and address this situation. Bray Wyatt, I'm not really sure what game you're playing at. I don't know what kind of a message you're trying to send. But let me tell you something, son. You're going about it the wrong way. If you want to beat up somebody, simply come to myself or to the general manager, Dylan Young, and let them know, hey, I want a matchup. But there is absolutely no need for you to be going out and targeting people that you really have no quarrel with. And the fact that you are taking this advantage with your Wyatt brethren in 3-on-1, 4-on-1 assaults makes me think that you are trying to send some kind of a message. Now, I could perceive this as a message that you're a coward, that you're not willing to take on somebody in a fair fight. But whatever your reasoning, Bray, it doesn't really matter. The fact is you're sending some kind of a message. And more often than not, if you're trying to make a statement, you're more than likely trying to make that statement to higher authority, more namely, myself. And so therefore, Bray, I've decided that next week we are going to level the playing field and we're going to have you come out of your little bubble, so to say, your protection, and you're going to get involved in a fair fight. So next week, ladies and gentlemen, you will see in the main event on SmackDown, Bray Wyatt and two of his Wyatt family members. I don't care if it's Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. I don't care if it's Rowan and Strowman. I don't care if it's Strowman and Harper. Get two of your cronies, get them down here to the ring. You're going to team up with them in a 3-on-3 tag team matchup. Now, the question is, who are your opponents going to be? Well, I can think of at least two people who might have a gripe or a bit of payback that they feel is coming your way. First off, how about a guy who has made his way into the Fatal 4-Way #1 Contenders match at Night of Champions, the guy that you attacked last week, the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose. And let's see, who can he tag with? Is there somebody else out there that maybe has a beef to settle here with the Wyatts? Yeah, maybe somebody that you attacked here tonight. Another guy who made his way into the Fatal 4-Way World Heavyweight Championship match at Night of Champions. How about he teams up with the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar? So that's two. That means that there's room for one more opponent. Now, who could that be? Well, Bray, since you seem to like an air of mystery, an air of keeping people in the dark, I'm going to do the same thing. So, Bray, you know two of your opponents for next week on SmackDown. But that third opponent is going to be kept a mystery, and you will find out who that is next week.